Neuroscience reveals, lack of self-confidence blocks your success. Introduction: the hidden barrier to success. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your success isn't just about working harder or gaining more skills, but about rewiring your brain? Neuroscience has uncovered something shocking. A lack of self-confidence isn't just a psychological issue, it's a biological limitation that directly impacts your ability to take action, seize opportunities, and reach your full potential. When you doubt yourself, your brain literally creates roadblocks that make success feel impossible. But the good news? These mental barriers can be broken. In this video, we're going to explore the neuroscience behind confidence, how self-doubt sabotages your brain, and the exact steps you can take to rewire your mind for success. By the end of this, you'll never see confidence the same way again. So stick with me, because what you're about to learn might just change your life. How your brain is wired for confidence, or for fear. At its core, confidence is not just a feeling, it's a neurological process. Your brain is constantly evaluating situations, making decisions, and determining whether to act or retreat. This process is heavily influenced by the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for detecting threats. When you lack confidence, your amygdala overreacts, perceiving challenges as threats, which triggers the release of cortisol, the stress hormone. This creates a cycle where fear and hesitation take control, preventing you from stepping outside your comfort zone. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, responsible for logical thinking and decision-making, struggles to override this fear response. Over time, your brain builds neural pathways that reinforce self-doubt, making it your default state. This is why so many people feel stuck. They are literally trapped by their own neural wiring. But the brain is adaptable, and by understanding how it works, you can start rewiring it for confidence. The confidence loop: how your brain reinforces beliefs. Your brain operates on patterns and repetition. Every time you hesitate, avoid a challenge, or allow fear to stop you, you reinforce the belief that you are incapable. This strengthens negative neural pathways, making self-doubt more automatic. On the other hand, every time you take action, even if you're scared, you weaken the fear response and strengthen the neural circuits associated with confidence. This is what neuroscientists call the confidence loop, the idea that confidence is built through repeated action, not through waiting for the right moment. The more you act, the more confident you become. But most people get stuck in the negative confidence loop, where fear leads to avoidance, which leads to more fear. To break this cycle, you have to start creating a positive confidence loop, where action leads to success, which builds more confidence, making future actions easier. This is how confidence becomes second nature. How fear hijacks your brain and holds you back. The reason so many people struggle with confidence is because they misinterpret fear. The brain is wired for survival, not success, meaning it prioritizes avoiding pain over achieving greatness. This is why stepping outside your comfort zone feels terrifying, even when you logically know that taking risks is necessary for growth. The problem is, fear feels real, but it's often just an illusion created by your brain to keep you in familiar, safe territory. Neuroscience shows that when you repeatedly avoid challenges, your brain rewires itself to associate fear with inaction, reinforcing the idea that staying where you are is the best option. The result? You stay stuck in the same patterns, missing out on opportunities, relationships, and experiences that could transform your life. But once you understand that fear is just a signal, not a stop sign, you can start using it as a tool for growth instead of a barrier to success. Neuroscience. Proven methods to rewire your brain for confidence. So, how do you actually rewire your brain to become confident? Science points to 3 key strategies: action, repetition, and visualization. First, you need to take action before you feel ready. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build. Every time you take action, your brain learns that fear doesn't equal danger. Over time, this shrinks the amygdala's overreaction and strengthens the prefrontal cortex, making you more fearless. Second, repetition creates mastery. When you repeatedly expose yourself to challenges, your brain forms new neural pathways that make confidence a habit. Start small, speak up in a meeting, introduce yourself to a stranger, try something new. Each small win strengthens your confidence circuits. Lastly, visualization activates the brain's success pathways. Studies show that imagining yourself succeeding fires the same neural circuits as actually doing it. Top athletes and business leaders use this technique daily to train their minds for confidence. And so should you. The power of self-talk. How your words shape your reality. One of the most overlooked aspects of confidence is self-talk. Your brain is constantly listening to the words you say to yourself, and those words shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I always fail," or "I'll never be confident," your brain takes these as commands and works to make them true. This is because of a neurological process called neuroplasticity, which means your brain changes based on what you repeatedly think and say. The good news: you can rewire your brain by changing your internal dialogue. Start replacing negative self-talk with empowering statements like, "I am capable," "I am learning," or "I take action despite fear." Over time, these new thought patterns become your default, helping you build unshakable confidence from the inside out. Breaking free from the fear of judgment. One of the biggest confidence killers is the fear of what others think. Neuroscience shows that the brain is wired for social belonging, which means we naturally seek approval and fear rejection. This is why public speaking, standing out, or making bold decisions can feel paralyzing. But here's the truth: most people are too focused on themselves to judge you as much as you think. Your brain exaggerates the risk of judgment, making it seem far worse than it actually is. The key to breaking free. Shift your focus from "what will they think" to "what do I want?" Train your brain to value self-approval over external validation, and you'll unlock a level of confidence most people never reach. The confidence formula: action, adaptation, and persistence. At the end of the day, confidence isn't a magical trait that some people are born with, it's a skill that develop. Reprogram your mind for insoluble confidence. Neuroscience proves that confidence isn't something you're simply born with, it's something you build. Confidence is the result of repeated actions, adapting to challenges, and persisting despite discomfort. The brain, like a muscle, strengthens with use. Every confident person you admire, from elite athletes to successful entrepreneurs, started their journey with fear and doubt. The difference is they didn't wait for confidence to arrive, they acted despite their insecurities. They trained their minds to embrace challenges, learn from failures, and keep moving forward, even when it was uncomfortable. But here's where most people go wrong. They believe they need to feel confident before they take action. They wait for the perfect moment, when they no longer feel fear or uncertainty, before seizing new opportunities. The truth is, that moment will never come. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes after. Every small action you take, even when you feel unprepared, strengthens the neural pathways that build confidence. The science of confidence. How your brain adapts to action. Your brain is wired to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. This survival mechanism kept early humans safe from danger. But in today's world, that same instinct can hold you back. When you step out of your comfort zone, your brain initially resists, sending signals of fear and uncertainty. However, neuroscience reveals that the more you face these feelings, the more your brain adapts. This process is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated experiences. Every time you take action despite fear, your brain records that experience as a success. Over time, these small victories add up, and your brain starts associating challenges with growth rather than danger. What once seemed intimidating begins to feel natural. That's how confidence is built, not in a single moment of inspiration, but through repeated exposure to discomfort until it becomes second nature. From fear to mastery with the power of consistency. Think about the first time you tried riding a bike. You probably lost balance, struggled to stay upright, and maybe even fell. But instead of quitting, you kept trying. Over time, your brain learned the patterns, your body adjusted, and what once seemed impossible became effortless. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once stumbled over their words. Every successful entrepreneur once doubted themselves. The key difference: they took action even when they didn't feel ready. They allowed their brains to adjust, building confidence step by step. If you avoid challenges out of fear of doubt, you deny your brain the opportunity to grow. But when you embrace challenges, you strengthen the neural pathways that make confidence second nature. That's why action is so powerful, it literally reshapes your brain. The myth that confident people are born that way. Many people believe that confident individuals are just born that way. They assume successful people have some natural advantage, more talent, more intelligence, or some hidden quality that sets them apart. But research proves that's not true. Studies in neuroscience show that confidence is a learned trait, not an inherited one. It is built through experience, effort, and persistence. What separates confident people from the rest isn't an inborn skill, it's the willingness to act despite fear. That's why waiting for confidence before you take action is a mistake. If you tell yourself, "I'll speak up when I feel more confident," or "I'll take that opportunity when I'm ready," you'll stay stuck. The only way to build confidence is to act first and let confidence follow. Reprogram your mind for success. Now that you understand the science behind confidence, it's time to apply it. Here are some strategies to start reprogramming your mind today. 1. Take small, consistent actions. Confidence doesn't appear overnight. It develops through daily actions. Start small. Speak up in meetings. Introduce yourself to new people. Practice a new skill. Each small step reinforces the belief that you are capable. 2. See failure as a learning tool. Fear of failure is one of the biggest confidence blockers. But neuroscience shows that the brain learns best through trial and error. Instead of seeing failure as a sign to quit, view it as valuable feedback. Every mistake is a lesson that pushes you forward. 3. Rewire your self-talk. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough," your brain will reinforce that belief. Replace negative thoughts with affirmations like "I am capable of learning" or "Every challenge makes me stronger." Over time, these messages become part of who you are. 4. Embrace discomfort. Confidence grows when you expose yourself to discomfort. The more you challenge yourself, the more your brain adapts. Start seeing discomfort as a sign of growth, not something to avoid. 5. Visualize success. Neuroscience proves that the brain responds to imagination the same way it does to real experiences. Take time to visualize yourself succeeding. Picture yourself facing challenges with confidence. This trains your brain to expect success, making it easier to act with confidence in real life. The more you practice these habits, the easier confidence becomes. At first, it may feel difficult, but over time, your brain rewires itself. Each small victory compounds, creating a snowball effect. What starts as a conscious effort eventually becomes automatic. One day, you'll look back and realize that what once terrified you now feels effortless. That's the power of action. It doesn't just change your mindset, it transforms your entire reality. The final question: who's in control? Now, you have a choice. Will you take control of your mind and start building your confidence today? Or will you continue letting fear and doubt control your life? The truth is, confidence is within your reach. It's not something reserved for a select few. It's not something you have to wait for. It's something you create, one action at a time. Every great success story starts with a decision, the decision to act despite fear. If you're ready to reprogram your mind for success, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Take one step outside your comfort zone. And if this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's create a world where more people unlock their true potential. Like this video,